radio. Shout it.
Now, Rube, I got to talk to you about a few new bangers, though, that I had a chance to enjoy, man. I mean, that AK with David Banner, that thing was crazy. Talk to me about how that banger came about.
Some kind of way, I guess, I don't know if Banner emailed me or called me, somebody gave the number, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? And he said he had this joint that he wanted me to mess with. And, you know, we talked a couple times and got together, and then I went down to meet him, and we talked. And I went over to the studio and dropped it down. At the time, I didn't even know that that Raheem was going to be on there, you know what I'm saying? And I hadn't heard the rest of the record, you know, so I might have heard one or two joints because that was like a year ago. But you know what I'm saying? You know, the man album is killing him, you know what I'm saying? He murdering it.
He did.
He murdering it. He's snapping lyrically, production-wise, all that. Everything is on point. And a lot of people, he called me. After the record came out, he's like, man, a lot of people responding to this AK. It's starting to be one of the most liked songs on the record. So you know, that's just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And everything came together. But, you know, he a good cat, man, and he a real cat. He'll just call you and just be like, how you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Better will, yeah.
Just checking in on you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
He a real dude, man. So he deserved that success. He deserved that. So, you know, I'm just glad to be a part of the project, you know, especially a project that's jamming all the way through like that.
I mean, books like Behold the Pale Horse, I mean, when that book came into the dungeon, how did it change the game?
It made me write through that. But for real, though, like, we sit around, seriously, though, we sit around and talk about, like, that was one of the first books we sit around and just, man, what did you get out of it? What about that part? Did you feel this out of that? Or did you, you know, like, we was really discussing it, like, damn near holding classes.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we was working with George Clinton. I think we was doing the joint Black Mermaid on Society Soul album. You know, George Clinton is on that.
Yeah.
It's a version of that with him doing a whole bunch of more because he be going in the studio. But at the time, his record label wouldn't let us use that much of it because, you know, he had some stuff he was doing, which was cool. I was just glad he was on there. But we were sitting around talking. He was like, man, who was that talking on that record? He was like, it was Rube. He's like, man, he's like, you been reading that Behold the Pale Horse, ain't you? I was like, damn, he called out. And then he was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of shit you said I wouldn't have said.
And see, talk to me about that, man, because see, when I go back through my Dungeon Family music, I'm like, how did y'all have the courage to hit folks with the facts?
I don't know, I guess I was too young, maybe too stupid to be scared. I don't know. Anybody that know me, like, that be around me, like, you ask the crew, like, from Rico them to KP to, you know, Sleepy to Ray, they know me, I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
I don't give no damn, you know what I'm saying, about nobody talking about nothing. You know, I'm from Zone 4 SWAT.
Exactly.
Between Campbellton and Cascade.
Come on now.
I don't know what in the hell some executive gonna do or whatever that's supposed to scare me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come to my house with the strap. You know, if you want to even make me sweat a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, just being scared to say something.
Yeah.
I just wasn't raised like that. My mama always told me, speak your mind, you know what I'm saying? And if it's the truth, it's the truth. Her little saying was like, right is right and right don't wrong nobody. Like, she don't care if she related to you. She's like, I'm not going to be on your side just because you my son or just because you my daughter or whatever. You know, if you in the wrong, you're in the wrong. If you're in the right, you're in the right. So I was looking at it like, as far as I know, I'm in the right.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing nobody can really do about it. What they going to do? Damn sure ain't finna kick my ass. So, you know what I'm saying? What they going to do? You know what I'm saying? So you either like it or you don't like it. That's just part of it, you know. And I just took the whole free speech and the truth setting you free thing kind of literally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, part of what I did as growth was everything that I may have thought or believed at the beginning ain't necessarily completely what I think or believe now, but that's growth. That's a person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to be able to be real about that too. Like, you can't say, oh, well, damn, I done said this now, so I got to stick with that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They say you dig the hole so deep, you might well keep digging.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because you cannot dig through the crust of the earth to the core and then back out again. You're not going to make it. So what you do is, why don't you dig some dirt off of the wall and pile that up so you can climb your dumb ass out the hole.
Exactly.
And throw all the dirt out. You know what I'm saying? Widen the hole instead of deepening it. You know what I'm saying?
What was the reception of what y'all was saying at that time, though, man? Because, I mean, when y'all are coming with those, you know, eye-opening, spirit-awakening facts, how did people receive that stuff? Because I mean, we were still in the South. You know, this is the home and land of segregation and everything else. So for y'all to speak on those kinds of issues,
I think the timing was good.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people was kind of like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like almost like that's what kind of like, yeah, you speaking what I'm kind of thinking at the same time.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, like hip hop fans from up north, that DMV area, you know, places like that where they was really down into the hip hop and into stuff like spoken word, into the lyricism of it.
Yeah.
They were glad to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like you had to tune your ear to it because a lot of people weren't hearing nothing but, that shit sound country. Then, you know what I'm saying? But then once that's why I did that. I had a cat from New York tell me one time, he's like, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I wasn't gonna listen to it. But when I heard your part, I was like, hold up, let me listen to it. Let me listen to it.
Yeah.
Like for real, listen to it. And I had Cat say that once they found out that it was actually speaking to something for real,
Mm-hmm.
that they really put their ear to it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you listen past the slang or the twang or whatever, and you start hearing the message, you know what I'm saying? And then start getting in the groove. It's just like it's just like a good talk, man. If you keep, that's why, you know, some of the garbage get in now, because if that's all you hear, your ear gonna tune to it.
That's right.
So it don't be aggravating, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like you can let your TV go to static.
Yeah.
After a while, you tune that out. That's what they call white noise. You tune it out. You having a conversation and everything, and somebody might be like, bro, why don't you turn that TV down off? You know, like, oh yeah, I ain't even noticed till you cut it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes, you know, you should tune your ear to a new sound.
Yeah.
You know, and give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? And we were blessed enough for people to do that.
Yeah.
To get a sound a chance. You know what I'm saying? It sounded good though. I think a lot of that was us marrying kind of like the funk of live instrumentation.
Yeah.
You know, bass lines and real keyboards and authentic, you know what I'm saying, instrumentation along with
That's right.
the hip hop production, you know what I'm saying, and the real deal, and the beats was ghetto and hard and street, you know what I'm saying, and having everything at the right level, you know what I'm saying, at the right mixture of it, and like I say, not overdoing it, you know what I'm saying, not being preachy, but like I said, just kicking the real, but cats could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't feel like you were just throwing a bunch of, you know, big words at them or a bunch of stuff that they don't know what you're talking about. And also talking about it in a way where it's coming from a standpoint of what's pertinent to them in the streets and them in the schools and these age groups, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just, you know, because you might listen to a politician doing a speech, but, you know, half people don't know what the other man talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because politics is complicated. But when you can break it down to where you're getting the same message and the same truth, but in basically layman's terms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And still, you know, understand that you're an entertainer. You still got to be entertaining. You can't be whack. You got to be dope. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Numero uno, it got to sound good first.
Exactly.
That's just numero uno. First, it got to sound good.
Yeah.
Then, we talking about something.
Radio Shouty.